$10,000. Mode of payment. A non-refundable 50% payment has to be made before we can have this event on our calendar. The balance of 50%.
So I've seen a video about, an apostle from Nigeria having to expose a musician from Nigeria. that word is very dicey when you want to mention it. Honorarium, right? That the person was charging for showing up in a church to sing, right? Was crazy. $10,000. Well, I'm not saying, music ministers are not supposed to be paid. That's not my conversation. But where my conversation is that amount that they can tag, okay, we need you to pay this as honorarium or whatever the word is, right? Now, for those who don't know what honorarium is, it's the amount that is given to a minister when they visit a church to minister in the church, right? And that amount mostly, when you minister and you are going, the pastor gives you, okay, take this and then sort yourself out or something like that. Use it as transportation, use it as this and that. Buy fuel, okay? But this musician is saying $10,000. Let's go and watch this video.
I want the media to project an invoice, I don't know what to call it, of a music minister in Nigeria. This is the invoice. The name is not there, of a music minister. So I'll show you. Yeah. So this is it. Let me read what is there. All right, hold on. Minister will be accompanied with a minimum of 40 persons. They will all return the day after the event. All right, 4 male members, travel arrangement. Flight will be booked for both the outbound and return journeys. Artists will fly first class compulsory. Team will fly economy. Hotel reservation must be covered by the church. Executive suite for the minister. 2 executive rooms for the 4 males. Meal must be provided for minister and the accompanying person. Preference will be given to Nigerian cuisine. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Honorarium, listen, $10,000. Mode of payment. A non-refundable 50% payment has to be made before we can have this event on our calendar. The balance of 50% must be made 2 days before the event. Thank you. May God bless you. Are you still here? Now pay attention. The mistake on that stuff is the word honorarium used. Just tell them the price. And I said it. And I said it again. When they pay you this kind of money, you have to act drama to justify the amount paid. You will roll on the floor. You will scream. You will shout. But those who know God knows He's not there. So now this is the trick. Many charlatans like this don't build big pastors. Yes, sir. Because they use big pastors for endorsement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've had a music minister in this city begging that he wants to sing here even if for 5 minutes. Why? If you are called, your calling should make way for you. That's dishonoring to God. That's dishonoring. All right, I'm trying.
Say you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000. What will you do with that amount of money? Do you want to put it in savings? Because that's bullshit. You want to put it in treasury bill? That is double bullshit. You want to put it in bonds? That's triple bullshit. Do you know what you can do with that money? You need to go all in. This is the time. I feel it so hard. This is the time that millionaires will be made in the space of 4 years and even beyond, right? So this is a time to slap your money in cryptos. This is a time to invest your money in stocks. This is a time to, do margin trading in forex and synthetic indices and all of that, right? I am the right mentor for you. I'm the one who's going to show you the rightful strategy, how this thing works. No cap. Absolutely no cap, right? So I'm doing a promo and we have, canceled $80 to $40. You pay. I'm going to mentor you in whatever department you want me to mentor you in. And it's just nuggets, no bullshit, right? My name is Sean Nixon, and let's meet at the other side. Let's go. Okay. So what do you think about this? Somebody will also build a case and say the artist or the gospel minister have recorded songs, went to the studio, did this, did that, did this, and blah 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 and what's not, right? That one too is there, right? But my point also is, my point is, if you have a church, Prophet Ibe Angel is an evidence of this. Pastor Chris is also an evidence of this. I don't know about, is it Pastor Femi Lazarus, something like that. I don't know. The man that I saw is talking in this video. I'll confirm that. If you have a church, you need to use your ministers. My man of God is also always about that. It's about your ministers and not inviting other music ministers and whatnot. Use your music ministers, right? If you have to invite other minister from here, they will charge you. They'll I don't know who is going to hate me or not like me for saying this, but it's just normal. They are going to charge you. Okay. If they are not going to charge you a fee, as in fee, they are still going to charge you something to they are saying honorarium, but it's an amount there to have taken care of a lot of things and also sort them out, right? You understand? But then I get the point that the pastor is talking from. I understand that bit. But let's just talk about the gospel artist having to, especially if the gospel artist is a recording artist, having recorded her own or his own songs. Maybe they promoted the songs, they paid for promotion, they paid for this, and paid for that. Okay. All of those things are not free. You and I bear witness. They are not free. But um, you know, there can be other cases where maybe this person is your friend and you are inviting them over, or this person is not from your branch but is still in your church. Okay, like Christ Embassy is very big, and so different branches everywhere. If this artist is moving from one branch from Christ Embassy and going to another branch to minister, you know obviously, they use floor to be there. They use A, C, D, some things that are involved in the journey to be there. So when they are going, maybe you can solve their. That's exactly what Prophet Ibrahim said in some other broadcast. Okay, let me for you. Let me do the. You are just taking care of the person, and that is honorarium. But the parts that I don't get is the gospel artist having to, tag a price, $10,000. And the word there is honorarium. And if you have a price for honorarium, it's crazy. 10,000, $10,000, bro. In Nigeria, that's like $10,000 is gonna be like 10 million naira or something like that. Or more. It's gonna be like more than 10 million naira. More than 10 million naira. 10 million naira, bro. It's crazy an amount. And so and so I get that bit. But then what see what Prophet Evangel is doing in his church. They have guys that do dance all day. I'm talking out in terms of genre. People who do reggae, people who do the local genres in Zimbabwe. I don't know if Zimbabwe does high life. I don't know. You know, they do everything, everything. They record them. They do everything. They sing everything. I've not seen a foreign minister. Well, I've seen a foreign minister that was a couple of months ago, Japreza or something like that. And that is where I'm saying it has to do with relationship. If Japreza is having a good relationship with Prophet Angel and Japreza comes to Prophet Angel's church, and sing or minister there, when he's going, Prophet Angel will definitely sort him out. But it doesn't mean to say um, they are paying him a fee or something like that. I don't think if Japreza is supposed to be a musician from Christ Embassy or from Prophet Angel's church, but it's rather coming from another branch in Zimbabwe to Harare, then the person is going to tag a price and say $10,000. That is not. It doesn't really sit well. Okay. We are all Christians. It's a ministry that you guys that is happening, right? So the fact that this one is charging this one is charging that, no. If the most of these gospel musicians have drawn inspirations from men of God. Talk about Pastor Chris. Most of the singers in Pastor Chris's church have drawn inspiration from him, Pastor Chris. Every one of them. Maybe now they'll say they've not drawn any. That's them saying it right now. But why am I saying that? I have listened to their songs those days, and I know every word they sing. This is an inspiration drawn from Pastor Chris. Okay, so it's just the ministry flowing in different angles or in different departments. So why are you now, invited to have to come and minister in another in another branch, and then you are charging 10,000 for honorarium? That's crazy, in my opinion. But then I'm not also saying that when the church is not supposed to take care of you, your fuel and all of those things. It's just nice to do that, so that next time when you call the person will come. We are all working for God, but when you call the person and the person decides not to come, you can't kill the person too. It's another thing there, right? But you can be nice, so that there will still be a flow in the ministry. Okay. So this I have learned from Prophet Angel, and I'm trying to share it on this particular subject, right? So I think it's two things. I don't know what really happened, whether the artist that was coming for the service for the pastor was not from the pastor's own church or from another branch of the pastor's church. And if it's not like that, then they'll definitely be putting price tag there, right? Let's mention Dancing Oyukin, or mention, you know, who are the Nathaniel Bassi and all of that. You think when Nathaniel Bassi is being invited to a church in Ghana, they wouldn't charge? They are moving from Nigeria and coming here. That's the reality on the grounds. Okay. But if Nathaniel Bassi is supposed to play or to minister in his own church in Nigeria, in any other branch across Nigeria, or maybe they have another branch outside Nigeria, they are supposed to, the church is supposed to take care of whatever cost, whatever, medium that is supposed to move Nathan Embassy to go and minister, secure everything, make him comfortable to minister. That's just, doing the Lord's work as well, the Lord's word as well. There, you understand what I mean to say? So, the thing about this music, I've never posted anything about that for a very long time. Why? Because I've had my thoughts. I have my thoughts. I'm just chilling on it because I feel like it's a very dicey thing to talk about. It's very, very dicey from the musician's point of view and from the pastor's point of view. Very dicey. Okay. And to Prophet Angel came out to say a few things. Even that, I didn't speak. I didn't say anything about that video. I was just like, okay, Nick, you have to chill here, right? Because it's very dicey. Because most of these musicians, they, like I said earlier, they record with their own money. They do some. Well, I know most of the Pastor Chris, folk singers have been sponsored, you know, with record labeling and all of those things. They have been giving monies and all of that. I don't have every details on that, but I'm just talking from these 2 points. Having to be in a ministry and being invited by the ministry in your branch or in another branch in that same ministry, and having to be a foreign minister. I'm going to use the word foreign for a lack of better word, and moving to another person's church, coming from another person's church. And that's what Pastor Chris doesn't even like. Having to do your own thing outside, they move from this place to that place and all of that. It's a very dicey conversation, but the truth remains the truth. And I've already, shed light or established my conversation on this one. And I hope those who want to understand. I'm not the one to make you, comprehend anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts. You can also share your thoughts under the comment section. This one is dicey. I want to leave it here. My name is Sudanixon. I love to break down, gospel messages like this. So that is Pastor. I don't know if that pastor is Pastor Femi Lazarus. Let me look at him up and see. Pastor Femi Lazarus. Pastor Femi Lazarus. Pastor Femi. Femi Lazarus. No, 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 no. That's not Pastor Femi Lazarus. Yeah, that's Pastor Femi Lazarus. I think that's for Pastor Femi Lazarus. Yep. I think I wasn't wrong. That's Pastor Femi Lazarus, right? So it's very dicey. We can talk about this and talk about this, but the truth is what it comes from different points of views. That's what I want you to know. And Prophet Ibrahim established 2 points of views. If the person is coming from a ministry and you know having to take care of the person and all of that. So that's it. I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm out.